Welcome back to your mat and this short hip mobility session. Today we're going to be exploring different variations of figure 4 as well as some rotational movement for the hips. You don't need any props today, but feel free to use whatever props you like at any time as always. When you're ready, meet me on your mat in a reclined position. Constructive rest pose is where we're headed. So feet toward the front of your mat and your head toward the back of your mat, laying on your back. Walk your feet out away from each other and let the knees fall back in toward each other. Place one hand on your belly and one on your heart. And just try to soften and relax through the lower body especially. And then begin to sway your knees side to side. And then pause in the center. Walk your feet back in toward each other, about hips distance apart, setting up for our first bridge pose. Lay your arms down along your body. Walk your shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, find the lift of the hips. So press into your feet and arms. And then start to lower down till you're just hovering over the mat, or maybe you tap the ground. And then lift right back to your bridge. Let's find 3 more just like that. Lower down, lift back up. Last 2. Last 1. And then lower your hips all the way to the ground. Draw your right knee in toward your chest. Interlace the fingers around the shin and rotate the ankle. Then we'll cross right ankle over left thigh. Use your right hand to press the inner right thigh out and away. So it's not just pushing the thigh, but I want you to grip it with the thumb in toward the inner thigh, and like you could roll the thigh open. Stay here for one more breath. And then keep that position of the right leg and the left leg, but they both stay the same. But lay your arms down by your body. We're going to find bridge pose, this time with this figure 4 shape. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips. Hold it right here. Then on your next inhale, lower your hips to tap or hover over the ground. Exhale to lift back up. 2 more. Lower and lift. 1 more. Lower. Lift and pause, hold, and then lower all the way down. Draw your right knee in toward your chest. Interlace the fingers once again and lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. We're going to start to rock and roll a little bit here. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, peel your head and shoulders up off the mat so you curl into a little ball. Now you can start to roll up and back a few times. Meet in a seat with the left leg long on the mat, the right foot planted. Inhale as you reach the arms up, and exhale to take a twist to the right. Pause here for one more breath. And on your next inhale, counter twist. Turn to the left, plant your left hand by your left hip. Reach your right arm up high and push into your feet. Lift your hips. Look for your right hand. Then look at your left hand on the ground. High plank, face the back of your mat. Grip the floor with the hands, shift a little forward and back. Downward facing dog, hips high, pedal the feet. Then pause in downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Bend the right knee and circle out the right hip socket. Just 2 or 3 circles and then reverse direction. And then we're going to step the right foot halfway up the mat. Walk your hands to the right, bend both knees, and have a seat. Moving into cow face pose, Gomukhasana. Your left leg is underneath and your right leg is on top. If this bothers your left leg, you can send the left leg out straight in front of you or make any other changes that work for you today. Now, for whatever legs are bent, maybe it's one, maybe it's both legs, I want you to think about the pinky toe edges of your feet and then press them down into the mat. And just notice what you feel turn on when you do that. Take another breath and then stay here as you are. Keep the feet pressing down or start to lean forward. Feet are pressing down both for both options. And then slowly upright. And we're going to take our hands to the left and start to turn to the left. Lift up onto your feet, onto your toes, and then facing the left or the right side of your mat now, we find Malasana, yogi squat. Shift a little side to side. You can also lift one ankle at a time, or one heel rather. Then bring your hands down to the ground. Heel toe your feet apart, wide-legged fold. Just for a moment, hands stay underneath the shoulders. And then center the right hand underneath your face. Start to turn your chest to the left. Lift your left arm up high. And look toward the front of your mat. We're about to have a seat by sliding the right foot past the left toes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot to slide past your left toes and have a seat on your mat. Gather up your legs, tuck your chin toward your chest, and slowly lower yourself onto back body. Bridge pose. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, lift your hips. And lower yourself down. Draw your left knee toward your chest, interlace the fingers around the shin, rotate the ankle. Then figure 4, cross left ankle over right thigh. Use your left hand to grip your left thigh, thumb pointing in toward the inner thigh. Grip it and try to roll it open as you press it away. Then keep this shape of the legs. Everything stays the same, even this opening of the left leg, and lay both arms down by your sides. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, lift your hips, find that figure 4 bridge. Then inhale to lower your hips to hover or tap. Exhale to lift back into your bridge. Twice more. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. lower down. Draw your left knee in toward your chest, re-interlace the fingers around the shin, and then start to reach your right foot up toward the ceiling. We're going to rock and roll. Take an inhale. Exhale to lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Look forward toward the front of your mat, and then start to rock back and forth the length of the spine. We'll meet in a seat. Right leg long, left foot planted. Reach both arms up. Breathe in. Twist left. Breathe out. Then inhale to counter twist. Plant your right hand by your right hip. Lift left arm up. Find your wild thing. Look for your left hand. And then look at your right hand. High plank. Face the back of your mat. Shift forward and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts. Bend the knee and then circle out the left hip socket. Both directions. And step left foot halfway up the mat. Crawl your hands to the left this time. Bend your knees. We find our Gomukhasana cow face pose facing the right side of the mat. I'm going to turn around to face you, but just know your right leg is underneath and your left leg is on top. Now, same rules apply. If the bottom leg doesn't feel good, straighten it out. And then whatever leg or legs are bent, press the pinky toe side of that foot down into your mat. And this could feel very different from side to side, so just notice how the side feels. And then you can stay here, keep pressing down with the pinky toe, sides of the feet, or start to fold forward while maintaining that pressure. And you can use fingers or hands for support. And then start to walk your hands back toward you. This time we're going to reach our hands to the right. So I'm going to turn back around, reach your hands to the right, and then unwind your legs. Find Malasana. Now facing the left side of your mat. Shift a little side to side or just pause and hold this shape. This shape is so good for the core, for your pelvic floor. Take another breath or two. Then wide-legged fold. Bring the hands down. Heel toe your feet apart. Hands stay underneath your chest. And then walk your left hand underneath your face. Reach your right arm up as you turn your chest to the right. And then look toward the front of your mat. We're going to slide the left foot past the right toes to have a seat facing the front of the mat. Gather up both legs. Tuck your chin toward your chest and roll onto your back body. Plant the feet to the floor. Separate the feet about as wide as your mat. And then let both legs fall to the left. And just relax and soften right here. If you'd like a little more, you can stack left ankle to the outer right thigh and encourage a little more internal rotation of the right leg. And then start to unwind the legs. Let the knees fall over to the right this time. Pause here and just soften. And then you can stay or stack right ankle to the outer left thigh and encourage internal rotation of this leg. Pass back through center. And then heel toe the feet together. Let your knees open up wide. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and just see what you can soften right here. If you have a couple yoga blocks or some pillows, you can wedge them underneath the thighs for support. Sometimes that feedback of feeling something underneath supporting us allows us to relax and soften a little bit more. So if you don't have props to support yourself this time, maybe consider it in the future and just notice how it's different. Keep breathing right here and softening. This class is just one in a series of short hip mobility sessions that are going to be available for you in a playlist on my YouTube channel. So you can stop right here and hang out for as long as you like, or if you'd like, you can combine this class with another one of the short sessions for a more rounded out experience with the hips. Totally up to you. Whatever you choose, I thank you so much for being here and practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again soon.